How are we doing, folks? Good morning. Welcome to Friday. Hey, thank you for the resub, Irish Nexus. I really appreciate the 25 months. I know Glandia's gone through a lot of changes over the last few years, and I appreciate the folks that have stuck through it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Changes. Yikes. I think I'm upgrading all three of these. These are all cards I would like gold crackle splits on. I was hoping to do it last night, and I just ran out of time, get everything else ready to go for the weekend. I think I'm going to have to record a what's going on with Pocket stuff for the Pocket channel. It'll probably cause a mass exodus of people to unsub from that YouTube channel, but it's probably for the best to have something more formal to link for clarity. And besides, I'm not sure. We're gonna be back anyway, so if a bunch of people unsub, it's probably fine. Any new data on Elixir with Kid Omega in the wild, or is it still bad? Elixir's still bad, yeah. If you missed it, F-Dord, on the Hoglandia Snap channel, I did a, like, post-season review talking about all the cards that release. Are the numbers dire for Pocket? The numbers are bad, but even the numbers being bad aren't strictly why I'm not doing it. Because, like, they're not that much worse than, like, Shadowverse. But, like, the Pokemon company / DNR are making some colossally bad decisions around Pocket that are hurting numbers further. Is more what it is. Like, live service games always ebb and flow. And I've been doing this long enough to know that, like, you know, one bad month or whatever, isn't it? Yeah, the drops decision was just, like, bafflingly bad, and it's just like, a company making choices like that also isn't going to make more good choices around other things. They also, and this is a big problem for, like, the super invested players in a game like Pocket, is Pokemon Pocket has what I, let's say, lovingly refer to as the Magic the Gathering Online problem, which is to say, Pokemon Pocket's basically never going to get quality of life improvements because the game makes such unholy amounts of money being the shoddy product that it is that they don't really have an incentive to make it better, because realistically they're not going to make that much more money or any more at all making their product better, because people are already, like, shoveling money in hand over fist for the slop they've put out. I was like the position WotC was in for years, right? Like, Magic Online was just this cash cow, and they had no incentive to fix it because it just made plenty of money for the very little effort they put in. Delinear, thank you for the 22 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. All right, let's be the bad guy to start this morning. This Wiccan Galactus deck was in the Dex roundup. I'm looking forward to giving it a try. But yeah, in addition to them flubbing Twitch drops, like, all of the numbers for the biggest Pocket YouTube channels are just, like, in the toilet month over month. June was the worst month released to date for all of the biggest Pocket channels. Have a Quicksilver, gamer, because I'm a giver. Am I? Or would I rather have this to tuck with? I guess Merlin could tuck himself. Or I could tuck whatever they give me with Castle Zemo. Get Mr. Merlin down. Well then. Where are they gonna play to, gamers? Where are they playing to? If they play anything left, I lose it. So it's setter's the option. They only have 4 energy this turn, so sick. Alright. Oh my goodness, so we're getting what they forged here too. Good night. Sleep tight. I'll see you and good day. Kneel before Poppy. I had fun. I hope my opponent had fun. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Long pause here as my opponent contemplates if it's worth playing a match against us. There's like, do they want to do it? This feels like a ladder deck would be more surprising than Conquest, where they see Galactus and start playing around immediately. I mean, when you have a higher MMR like me, the ladder's not that different than Conquest. You play against a really pretty small matchmaking pool. You hit a ton of repairs. All right, 5 out of 7 draws. Let me keep Wiccan active for next turn. Any 2 or 3 with Merlin. Need not Goliath, not Hobgoblin. Nice. I think I'm gonna take my +2 here. And then get rid of it so they don't get it. Because they have a Forge trigger here. I'll take like a Death Domain, please. I think I polymorph before I Wiccan, so that way... actually, let's Wiccan over here. We'll polymorph here. Yeah, I need to fill the Valier up, yeah. It's a shame this doesn't work. And this is someone was saying this deck's better when it's a surprise. There's a lot of spots like this where they just like can't play around it, right? And then we're just hoping they're smaller than 6 here. I guess they could be bigger than 6, and then we die. Got me. What did you want me to do, chat? Not play the Galactus? That's not what we're here. We're not here to not play the Galactus. Morning, Sam. Yeah, I don't know how long we're gonna stream for today. My metrics on U.S. holidays tend to be pretty mixed. If we have people here watching it, we'll stream for a little while. So far, Galactus has caused 2 retreats. It's true. Morning, Jace. I didn't resub to not see Galactus get played. Detoxer, thank you for the very generous tier 3 for the 32 months. Welcome back. I think it's Luna into Hobgoblin. It could also be like Adam Omniversal. This does let me turn 4 Galactus, that's true. I probably have priority, yeah? A 7th turn! That's adorable. No. Bad. And if we polymorph the G-Man, he is very likely to turn into 10 plus power, right? There's now 3 7-drops in his pool. There's Erishim, which is 7, nominal upgrade. But then there's Dormammu, who's 11, and Scar, who's 12. Yeah, 7, 11, and 12 are our options. This is a long pause of someone who understands they're about to get Galactus. They're contemplating their life choices. Kneel before Popper. Alright, and then I have priority here, so I get to go ahead and Hobgoblin here and not be concerned about it. Oh, that's true too. Polymorph even lets us just like YOLO the Goblin even if they have a chance to fill and just like not care. It's a great call out. Beep, beep, beep. That's super funny. If I would have passed. If I would have passed the turn, their Galactus would have blown up the board. Yeah, if Galacta hadn't gotten buffed up to 6, we'd have had a coin flip this turn to have priority. We are super cooked. What a perfect spot for Neil to vacation. I should hopefully draw us a card on the right. With the Luna and the Wiccan queued up here, I'm gonna press the button. Alright, and this is actually just not a Wiccan game now, right? Because we drew Hobgoblin Galactus. Assume the Atlantis bonus plus the Hobgoblin lets us beat Galacta on the left. Like, even if they play a Brood there, it would be 15 minus 8. Yeah, we're even beating, like, a Surge Galacta Brood on the left. They could go Forge, Center, plus Brood left would beat us. That would be +4 on everything, which is 6. No, we're beating Forge, Brood, Galacta. Hopefully they're just cooked here. Wow! What a fucking crazy play. Props, opponent. Props. What a just absolute sicko in the best possible way. That is a huge galaxy brain stuff. They chimichanga'd the Hobgoblin so they could absorbing man it over. That's so sick. Well done, gamer. Well done. Yeah, Wiccan's still active here at least. What a sick line. No way. That's so sweet. We're definitely staying. I think there's a good chance this wins it, yeah? Oh, Merlin! You sweet, beautiful bastard. Holy. RNG. 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 Cinema. Cinema. What a phenomenal game for us. I mean, I'm sure on my opponent, we probably need a wellness check on my opponent's cell phone realistically here. Realistically, we need a wellness check on my opponent's cell phone, but that was truly something unique. All right. Before we jump into the next one, I'm gonna pseudo show you an advert, but it's also something that I have to proof for my editor that sent me over, but it's also adorable because my children are adorable, so. I'd like to take a quick second to tell you about one of the longtime sponsors I have here for my content, Flexispot. Not only do they make the chair you see me sitting in every day while I'm making content and my awesome standing desk, but they also make a range of other fantastic stuff for your home. They recently sent me their Flexispot Lotus Recliner, and it is a chair that my entire family loves, with a spacious 20.9-inch wide seat with a 9.8-inch armrest on each side. You've got a space that not only you, but kids and pets and anybody else that wants to be involved can sit in, up to a 350-pound weight limit. It's also an incredibly flexible chair from Flexispot, having reclining positions and able to even spin in a 360-degree circle, which is definitely one of my kids' absolutely favorite features about this. Whether they're reading a book or playing a game or watching a show, you'll always see them rock it back and forth and spin it all around with whatever they are looking to do. It also has a fantastic little storage compartment on the left-hand side where you can store a remote so it doesn't get lost, or keep a handy snack for whenever you need that. The Lotus Recliner comes in an incredible range of colors. They have linen options in beige, light gray, and orange, as well as PU leather in form of slate blue, creamy ivory, and sunset brown. If you want a fantastic way to support my content while also picking up some fantastic equipment, be sure to check out my link to Flexispot, including this Lotus Recliner, in the video description down below. You can also use my code LOTUS30 to get $30 off plus free shipping. One of my favorite mantras is you should always spend your money where you spend your time. We all spend a ton of time in the equipment that we sit in every single day, so let Flexispot help you upgrade some of yours. All right, thank you for, all right, the music's probably a little loud. Thank you for tolerating my proofing my end roll, but the children are adorable. It turned out really well. Speaking of Flexispot, I'm gonna hop on the bike for the next game. If you want to check them out, they that is the Lotus Recliner they sent me. I have a affiliate link for them. Oh. They make a significant amount of stuff in my home at this point. Ooh. Like a build our own Wiccan on the board. How are the post-flood renovations going? I actually just had... we actually just had the person finally reinstall the flooring last night. We were able to track down the exact matching box that had been discontinued. And we'll hopefully have the toilet installed next week. So slow but steady. I don't have... Oh, I did this in the wrong order. So, Once in Future doesn't shuffle the deck, but it can insert it on top, so we could draw what's his name this turn. It's like the TLDR. Ooh. I should do this and then this, right? God, this is evil. Oh, you're right. It did shuffle because we didn't draw Quicksilver and we drew Galactus. Bye, friends. Alright, so then I get to do this, and then with the White Hot Room, I have enough to Warhead plus Cannonball on the last turn. Good God, this is so gross. We get to Alioth their turn 5, upgrade the Galactus, and then turn 6 is blow up your first play, Cannonball, whatever you actually had on the board. That's so great. Jeff, stop playing this deck before people notice it's good. It was... what's it called? It was in my best decks roundup this week. Very, very, very good. It has promising stats. I'm sorry to inform you it has promising stats. View Galactus, Valley of the Hand fills up on turn 5. It does, yeah. Oh, me, oh, my. Oh, me, oh, my. So what's the game plan here? I think it's Hobgoblin Center, and then next turn we'll try and swap the Wiccan for something else. Well, so the problem is I don't have enough points to Galactus either of these other two locations. Is the issue. So if I could try and high roll the Galactus this turn, I would, because I'm a degenerate, but yeah, 25% chance of Rudy here. And if we brick on it, we'll start getting rid of the New York. And they played center, so we can get a Warhead here too if we don't get Galactus. Kneel before Poppy! This deck has just been the most excellent RNG fiesta. Holy. You won't need it anymore, because your board's gone. You're snapping me? Excuse me? Let's go, bud. Let's go. Oh. Good night. Sleep tight. I'll see you and good day. That could have been a I drew my Morbius snap, but it also could have been a get me out of the game with this Galactus degenerate. Very, very, very possible it was both. Wreckers! Thank you for the 25 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. A very quirky way to start the morning. Do you ever look back at the decisions you've made in life and regret what kind of monster you've become? I'm just a product of the environment in which I've been raised. Thank you for the 2.5 years, D-Good. The Vito, thank you for the 21 months. Good morning, good morning. Alright, lots of guaranteed Wiccan, says local man about to get jacked up by this third location. What do you think of this? It's this. Yes, Merlin once in future can clear board spaces for you. Never before seen, so that's a lie. Cannonball. Oh wait, Cannonball can push people into the left. I think we're cooked, yeah. They have priority, so I can't contest the right. Well, I can only gain 6 in the center, right? I gained 3, I gained 2, I gained 1. And then they're gaining like 4. It's always bar with name. Based on how the rest of the day has gone, I would believe bar with no name. Escaped. Oh, you know, I should play the Vibranium to start to jockey for priority better. That was a mistake. Especially with the rock here to use with Merlin spells. So if I do this, next turn I can Vibranium here plus Galactus here, yeah? And we have priority, so he's guaranteed to pop. Classic. Someone asked me a second ago, can you replace Merlin in this deck? Merlin's really not replaceable. You should make sure you have tokens set aside to buy him if you're a free-to-play player when he rolls out here in a minute. He's so unique and powerful. Just does so much in so many ways. Oh shit, Galacta. Man, I'm gonna be so mad having to play against this deck next week, chat. I mean, they were damned if they did, damned if they didn't, right? If they don't play the Kahori this turn, I can't involve them into Warhead them. Galactic getting grounded by her dad, no other lane for you, yep. Working out those daddy-daughter issues. Holy 1, 2, 3, 4. Galactus sing on out the door. 5, 6, 7, 8. Do. This is why we played to the unknown location on 1, by the way. Because if this location is hostile to Galactus and this location is hostile to Galactus, we want to be able to Galactus this one. Oh wait, turn 3 Wicked means I can turn 4 Galactus again too. This is probably the best hand you could get with this deck. I mean, Merlin enables turn 4 Galactus as well. Kneel before Papi! Them not playing to the left has to be a mistake. Yeah, probably. This is the better play than YOLO Galactus. They could fill here. Last time they filled proactively. Oh, are we getting ghosted? We might be getting ghosted. Although I guess if they're getting ghosted, they play an extra card here, right? Because then they wouldn't have this. Nah, there's no way they're ghosting. They're cooked. Victory. Yes, the Warhead guarantees I can Goblin there. I guess this hand's not very good. It's kind of push the button to push the button. Our opponents have been very sweaty in Conquest this morning. Everybody wants to play it out 2 cubes at a time. This deck might have finally sold me on Lunaso. She's very good. She's probably the best 3 energy accelerant at this point. Quite a strong card. I think we just go next year. I guess we'll take one more. We could maybe steal the center. Have G-Man next turn. Unlikely, but they could throw. Rats, they have priority. If they didn't have priority here, we could have won this. It's not possible to win a fair game, right? I should just G-Man and hope for it. Hope they mess up. Yeah, I don't think so. Mysterio having 1 point stops him. Escaped. Extra 11 months, basically. I feel you. Looking for a Psylocke, a Merlin, or a 3. 2 draws at a 3, 1 draw at Psylocke or Merlin. There's our 3. That's pretty lovely. They could put more than 6 on the right this turn, I suppose. Wait, I'll just be able to win a fair game there. Yeah, I agree. This is the one, gamer. Victory. All right, we get 3 shots to take the rest of their lunch money away here. Do you think Goliath is replaceable here? Yeah, definitely. Just play another big dumb thing. Red Hulk, Null. Null's probably the play. You blow up the board quite frequently. God, that's so rude. That's definitely better for them than us. Yes, Null works with Cannonball and Negasonic. Warhead here to try and keep priority. What do we think of this rather than Wiccan to maximize my chance of G-manning? I think I'm into it. JKLOL. Heimdall. How does Heimdall win the game? Narrator. Heimdall never won the game. I think it's Cannonball here, kick Black Swan right, and then Heimdall on the last turn. Is the plan. Oh, they got my Warhead from the Bugle. That's pretty good. I want the Black Swan to kick right here. I think when she goes left, we're just cooked. We knew that game was going to be bad for us when the Triskelion flipped. I think I'm Quicksilvering here rather than here because I want to get Adam down drawing cards. Oh, that's so sad. We were only 2 out of 7 to be able to have Wicked active though, so not too unexpected. Needed you last turn, girl. Coin flip, who has priority? We have priority, but we don't have Galactus. I think that means we're cooked, gamers. Mendoza, thanks for the 15 months. Gonna go down to the wire in this matchup where we are both profusely dripping in sweat. Do you think they should change it from a coin flip for priority to who had priority last turn? Nah. No need. All right.
Escaped.
I understand. God, I can't remember the last time I played a 9-round match of Conquest. For fuck's sake, Benjamin. That's pretty deeply frustrating. Hit our surge at least. This card's odd costed things, yeah? Got that going for us at least. Perfection.
Oh, snap.
Ben is trying really hard to make sure Galactus isn't playable. Sparked goblins don't trigger surge. Oh, really? That's interesting. And then I don't have priority here now, right? So we're dead.
All systems go.
There's worlds where this wins the game, yeah. Brutal. The freaking Galacta buff gets us again. It's kind of funny how many times the Galacta having 6 points of power has made things significantly worse for us today. We largely haven't cared that this was 2 versus 3, but her having a 6 point of power back again has been really bad for us in a bunch of the games. All right, well, we're going to do a little bit more in this one because I'm having a good time with it. We need to take a pause for the cause to let some ads roll on Twitch, though, in the meantime, in between time. Thanks, everybody, hanging out. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching this on YouTube, consider tapping the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. Appreciate the folks that have done that already. Happy Friday, gamers. Rin, thank you for the almost 5 years. Welcome back. Count me as another convert to Shadowverse. Downloaded earlier this week and I've been having a blast. It does not surprise me that anybody who's been here from the before times enjoys Shadowverse. You enjoyed Magic the Gathering or Runeterra once upon a time, you'll probably really like Shadowverse. It is a really phenomenal traditional card game.
Epic.
Glad you're having fun with it. I know I am. Do you think it would be too much if they made Dormammu unable to be destroyed? You know, I actually suggested that on release day. I think that'd probably be a good change. You do so much work to get him out. Making him indestructible is the least they could do for him. Past Shadowverse's gameplay being good, it's really refreshing to play a game where they're getting a bunch of the non-gameplay stuff right. Like their in-client tournaments, their upcoming Grand Prix structure being completely async, the fact that they actually have a unique ladder setup that doesn't feel like trash to play. Like the way they structured their ladder system is genuinely just the best ladder experience I've ever had in any digital card game. It's so brilliant. Having your MMR and current ladder position be completely divorced so you could just make the number go up is very, very smart. Tubos, the gamer legend, thank you for the eternity. The 118-month resubscription. I can do math. 96 is 8 years. 108 is 9 years. So that's it's almost 10. Almost 10. We've been partnered for so long. Oh yeah, 120 is 10. There we go. There we go. Math. I would have gotten there on that math eventually. Ghost Plague! Thank you for the 16 months. I hope your personal sphere is doing all right, Tubos. Tubos, I was just talking about the old timers. Have you poked at the Weeb card game we've been playing? It's so good if you're for the old-timey Magic players. Like it's such a good traditional card game. Zone, thanks for the primer. I mean, it had been so long since I'd played a big deck card game compared to the smaller ones like Pocket and Snap. Anya and Clea was a play there. This looks like the Clea deck that we played on stream the other day. It's all right. Or something close. I don't think we were playing Sebastian Shaw. We were doing high Evo stuff. What game? It actually wasn't a sponsored game, Chubos. It's the Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. So Shadowverse was a game that released a long while ago. And then they did a re-release of a new version, basically. Oh, the spells beat, the spells beat Warhead. I think we're cooked. I'm trying to see if I see a line here, but I don't think I do. Oh, they did move Clea out of Murray Island, which was probably silly for them. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I don't think we have any lines here, unfortunately. Alright, I can poop on their parade at least, and then hope that the left holds. Clogging their Wong by a spot might be relevant here. Oh yeah, they didn't play for the left. We're so toxic, chat. We're so toxic.
Victory.
I'm the bad man. Toxic Jeff should mute himself, probably. We finally beat Metagame Menace, Clea. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this deck list felt like it hummed along really cleanly. I am not surprised it popped up with pretty solid stats. I mean, the number of turn 4 Galactus we churned out during that set was kind of disgusting. The one thing that really stands out to me is the more I play with her, the more I think she's just easily the best 3 energy accelerant we have in the game at this point. Just so powerful. She gives you a ton of points on the board towards priority for this. She enables turn 4 Hobgoblin into turn 5 Galactus. It's so clean. All right, I'm gonna have to take a shower if we play any more of this though, so I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this one. All right. How about we do this up next? This is quite a bit more honest. We have a Shang-Chi, but that's about it. And how do I still not have a gold split on Sam? Oh, I haven't spent my boosters on him. That's why he's a bit of my shop. I have a Black Crackle at least, I suppose. Let's pop out and sub with this one, huh? Recently got a bronze with a gold crackle on a car. Was like good enough to stop, which is probably not what they were going for with the new finishes. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I talked about it before. I think if the bronze and silver had existed before I spent a bunch of money chasing gold, I don't think I would have ever chased gold. I think I probably would have just bronzed everything and called it good enough. Spider-Man plus bar could be a potentially fun combination.
Wrong place, buddy. Nope.
Although I guess that makes Scream a little less appealing. Can Merlin be added to Spice Rack, or is US Agent the better 2-drop for that deck? There's builds of that deck that are playing both of those cards, so it's probably fine. Probably fine whichever you'd like to do. It's Limbo. Limbo adjacent. I guess this actually, yeah. And then next turn we cannonball.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Jade just drew 2 cards for them.
Iron Man.
They already have their Iron Man. Probably could tier. We could steal it based on bar with no name plus cannonball potentially. We're gonna go up to 23 on the left. I realized I haven't seen Scream in forever. What was the last nerf that happened to them? They put her down to 1 base power at one point. I don't know. I think Scream's still plenty playable. She's just like not the deterministically best by a lot anymore. We can still easily lose the left to, like, gore plus stuff. Mystique gore murders us here.
I am Iron Man.
That, however, is not remotely enough. Thank you, bar with no name. We appreciate your service.
Victory.
doubled. When you double your Iron Man and you negative into Jade and still just get got. Mr. Barely Positive, yep. Pete being instrumental in yanking the negative out of the center there. And then it being a big part of our win. These are definitely Marvel staff locations. Alright, so Pete jumps right, Silk and Batroc jump middle. It's Hellions time to shine. If there weren't these freaking squirrels on the board, Hellion would be kind of sweet. Stomper! Stomper! Think it's just Cannonball here? Cannonball probably wins this one lane. The question was 160. I don't know. I actually don't. I don't know that I expect to win the raid. I guess we are winning the raid. Batroc jumps left here, which is nice. Okay, that was kind of funny. Worked out. We actually ended up giving them more points over here, but Cannonball was just enough stats that it didn't matter. We'll see if this deck convinces me. We'll see if this deck convinces me to split Hellion and give him a black border or not. Man, it really hammers home how much Galacta needed her nerf, how much Galacta there still is after they nerfed her. Like, it's kind of crazy. A shame we don't have a Batroc here. Oh, is this the exact same person? Merlin's a little annoying with Limbo because they get control over. It. I think I want to get Batroc going. We high roll a little bit here. We could grab Galacta and yank her over. So Spider-Man's guaranteed to go to the left here. Who are we taking with us on our fight adventure, Pete? Berlin, sure. Yeah, they've played 0 Merlin spells, which means... I think I play the Miles out here just to put stats and hedge them getting rid of Limbo. They could be ending the game this turn. Alright, call the ambulance, but not for us. Take those. We take those. Yes, we're beating the Scarlet Clone Center too. The only flip here was like, did Merlin generate something like Bar with no name could have gotten us? I think I want to go for gold on Batroc. I want to split him. I like him as an effect. Hopefully he gets a variant soon. All right. Well, we're definitely playing more of this. been very thoroughly amusing so far. I'm going to tap an advert before we get too far into things and it comes up in the middle of the game. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on YouTube and you're enjoying the Scream gameplay, make sure to tap the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps the stuff reach more people. Appreciate everybody that's spending part of their morning here with us. Yeah, that's fair. Opponent was pretty unlikely to win that turn 6, but they're probably less likely to win the turn 7. So just hoping they catch us off guard is probably their best shot to even have a chance to win it all. It's a good takeaway. Have you seen any Marvel Mystical Mayhem gameplay? I have not. Usually I wait for the various character collector RPGs to offer me a sponsored segment before I dip into them. They're less likely to pay my bills if I do it for free first. Any plans for today after the stream? Yeah, we're taking the kids out to our camper for the weekend. It's, bingo tonight for the kids, and then some fireworks, and then some other activities over the weekend. And it's technically pending weather. But I think I'm gonna be off on Monday, because if the weather continues to look good, we're gonna take the kids to Six Flags Great America. Fingers crossed. It's supposed to be like 77 degrees and overcast, which would be perfect. So hopefully that forecast holds. Someone commented they liked the choice to play the old season music over the default music. So it was kind of by force because they broke the in-game music, but I agree. I think I might like it more. It's all still Marvel Snap music, but it's a good range of it instead of just like what we've had in the past. We actually don't play Batroc on 1 here because we have Silk. So we'll go Craven on 2 into Silk Batroc on. Into Silk Batroc on 3. Pretty sweet. If we had Sam in hand, I'd play the Batroc out, but with the Silk guaranteed, this is definitely the line. Quinjet Enjoyer, gamer after my own heart. What's the saying? Man plans, brood laughs. I didn't want to put Craven here, because then if I hit silk Batroc into here, I couldn't play here because it would be full. So I gambled it being on the right side. Obviously, we lost. With the Sam draw, obviously, I really wish Craven was here. It would actually be a really nice draw next turn to make these the Savage Lands a lot less awkward for us. It would be a sick pull here. I'm gonna put the shield into Craven's path to play around Bear here. Is my plan. And if they don't Bear, my Craven ends up +2, and that's still an okay spot for us. Man, that's freaking aggressive. Holy. So Batroc and Craven go left. My shield goes center. My Hydra Stomper scales up. I think it's this, because Batroc ends here. So Pete jumps center. It triggers this. This gets a bonus in here, but I think that's fine. Because it means I'm probably winning the right. This also just moves the most amount of stuff, which is great. I'm gonna go up to 30 on the left here. I assume this is just like their other... Okay. Oh, they got no Land Destroyer from their 2 Valentinas. That's cute. Hellion was kind of sweet there. J Bay, thank you for the 17 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Batroc. Batroc. Sam Stomper seems like a fine step. The timer on the first couple turns of the game needs to be immensely shorter. We've been getting griefed a lot. Oh, they actually just DC'd. Okay. Also griefy. Freaking gamers, man. Just hit Rich, leave the match. Alright, can we pick up an infinite ticket? Yeah, unironically, one of the things I love about Shadowverse, their timer is so aggressive. It's literally, I think Shadowverse is the first digital card game I've ever played where I'm not like, please make these timers shorter, they're too long. It's hard to leave a match if you've broken your phone. That's fair. Oh no, Chad, are we about to get Galactus? I think I do this, and I hold Spider-Man for next turn, so that way he can trigger Scream, because the Bifrost is going to trigger Scream this turn, right? Unless they... I guess they could fill here. Vibranium! I think I leave the shield here so that way I don't get locked in over here. They can have another Merlin location reroll. Ideal Kate arrows kind of scuffed. Well, we're winning the center. The question is, does 8 win here or does 11 win here? Willing to find out.
Victory.
Are they playing the Galactus deck? I don't think so. The Galactus deck has a lot of overlap with the Mercury Cannonball Wiccan deck, so I'm inclined to think they're that, because the Galactus build we were playing wasn't playing Kate. But obviously could be, but they're at least one card different from what we were doing. Really good opener here. Your Batroc draws are just so good. Which honestly seems like part of the appeal of this deck. Like, your Scream draws and your Scream deck are good, but now, like, this is a Batroc deck, so your Batroc draws are also good. Oh, and that's perfect, because I want to go Silk into the same path as Batroc, and then Hydro Stomper into there. I would love to have Stomper on the Citadel. And then we have priority here, so I don't have to worry about Warhead this turn. Although, I suppose with Merlin, the Onslaught Citadel is probably not long for this world once Stomper's played on it. We've only played Hellion one time, but he felt pretty reasonable.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Lovely. We want a Schwifty Schwifty. I think we're happy to take the little one out of there, too. That's really unfortunate. If our Silk would have gone center, they wouldn't have gotten to do that. Yeah, probably not the Galactus build with Red Guardian happening here. I kind of want to draw Cannonball, so I don't think I can play into the Gulia. This Polaris center isn't amazing, though. Is 16 enough to beat them? I don't know that it is. Might be. I need energy, though. What a terminal fucking case of Shag Brain. Literally not a card in my deck that kills other than my Scalers. Video gamers. I would love to play for all of it, gamer. No, you're good, BZ. It defaults to the 30 biggest people, so you're definitely on that list. Were we really just snapping back, having priority on Warhead? I guess I'm down Cannonball, question mark? Oh, they have the Wiccan too, that makes sense. Hellions neat here. Gives me a lot of control over where my points are on the last turn. Can let me move Sam and the shield together too, which is nice. So this is gonna go to 6, and then they can go to 8 by moving over to here. In New York. Do 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 do. I think I'm into this, right? It's 22 on the right. It leaves me only 7 in the middle, but it's giving me a good amount of points on the left, and it's taking some points out of the center for them. Their deck doesn't really have a lot of big numbers. This is keeping everything I have smaller than Shang. They could kill this with Shang, I guess, if they go exactly Shang here and nothing else. I bet they Shang the right, based on the last game. All right, we hit the 1 and 3 to grab Goliath here, and we're schmoving. Now 22 has to win the right. We might lose the right in the center. We're definitely losing the center. We might lose the right here too. When the game knows you're so Shang-Chi brained, it Shang-Chi brains extra for you.
Victory.
It's just like, what if you just had the extra blank Shangs to get the rubs in? All right, well, I think it's only fair that we go to infinity and beyond tier. Yes, it's earned its ticket.
Epic.
Come on, Conquest, I want to click you. Yeah, it was nice flavor that Merlin changed the right side location that was double Hellion into New York. It was very, very symbolic. I need a Batroc in 2 draws for this hand to be crazy good. Three, 4. I'm actually going to put this here, Because then I'll put this here, and then this will be 5 on the next turn. Batroc next turn's a really good draw. Oh, they're not building up Asgard. That's interesting. What the reasoning for that is. Holy. You know what? I've been Teenage Warhead enough times today. I'm gonna do it like this and not put this here. Well, I guess if they're warheading, they're probably warheading Asgard. Bishop. Okay. Chromatic Chaos, thank you for the over 5 years. Welcome back. And so many points on the right here. Rocket Raccoon, really? Kind of wild that they both played Rocket and didn't play it into Asgard. Oh, they're just a traditional map stack. Okay. Makes sense. If I do this, it guarantees Silk goes into Kraven's path, right? Because this jumps here with Batroc, Scream is here to fill, Polaris kicks. And then we're hoping to draw Hydro Stomper next turn, so I can go Stomper plus Peter. This gives me a decent amount of points, right? I think it's this. It's close though. There's a few ways this could play out. Yeah, they're punting the left is not good for me. But I guess we're guaranteed grabbing something out of the center and pulling it left here. And then Silk goes right. This could come down to how they position for the Silk. Jan's right, cool.
Victory.
Yeah, if they'd have ended on Kitty Pride, we'd have lost the way this played out, yeah. They would have ended my Silk center, should have been 18 to 21, and I would have been 13 to 15. I almost feel like the Shang-Chi should be Luke Cage in this deck. Narrator, Jeff always wants more Luke Cage. Especially because, like, we have Cannonball, right? I can Scream into Polaris into, like, Silk plus something else. Although now they're filling the right. I think this board's just awkward enough that we leave here. Hey, you see, pal? Thanks for dropping by occasionally still. To see, we'll have to keep track here. Like, this is definitely a matchup where Shang should be good, so I'll have to think about the spots Shang was useful or not. So far we would have won a game regardless. They're a hood deck with the Castles emo, and my hand's only okay. I'm gonna leave here. No Batroc, no Silk next game when they snap. God, the Shang just looks so bad. Cloning Bats isn't amazing for them, and 2 Screams is kind of fun for us if we could find a Peter or a Polaris. This is not amazing for them either. Alright, let's play the game. I guess if they have Sage, Cloning Bats is potentially okay for them. Rocket's good on Bats too. That's a good call out. Clogging the board is problematic. God, this board sucks. Actually be cooked here. Ended up not having enough cards to trigger my screams because I couldn't copy Spider-Man. So having the second scream on board didn't have a ton of value. Alright, hopefully they just move Silk around 100 times here. Twice is something at least. I think we're just dead, right? I can only add 10 middle, and their hit monkey is significantly bigger than 10. Yeah.
Escaped.
Eternity Rage hindering us. Not really, just not being able to get any value out of the screams is a big deal. Well, alrighty then. It's a very serious Infinite Conquest gaming. Sometimes life happens. Ian's pretty good. This means we can go 2-drop into 2-drop, 2-drop. That makes us more shaggable. It is what it is. You're mad at my copy of Scream? Well, that's fucking terrifying.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
They're a nightmare deck. Well, I don't know that I'm familiar with that one. Yeah, CRC generating Annie while they have Hood on the board is not remotely fair. Who's the artist on that Spider-Man? You see Murata. Yusuke? Their name. Apologize for the butchering. Hey, shagged on the right? Red skulled, interesting. Do I need to put Hydro Stomper on the right in order to be able to win there? I might be able to Hydro Stomper to contest the center, actually, yeah? So I'm gonna pull the demon out. Oh, they pass, so they have Infinite. Okay, cool. And then the way that works out, Infinite doesn't beat us. Because we're winning the right with the Red Skull buffs. Scream feel these days. This deck seemed pretty competitive. It's been fun. Got their Nightmare. I have a Sam Wilson on 2. We'll snap. Gets this. Expendable, thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. The one matchup where Shag might have text. Yep. You getting Enchantress to the center? Or not? Okay. So I'm guaranteed to be able to play whatever I draw alongside Cannonball next turn. So I think I just play Hydro Stomper here. Do I? Because they're probably an Enchantress deck, right? With Red Skull? They could just be a 0 deck and not have room for Enchantress. That's close. I think I like saving Cannonball. Move shield. No, I don't think I'm ending shield center, and I don't want the chance for Silk to jump center. I think Silk jumping center would be quite bad for me. Puts a lot of points on the right. It's probably still a winner. Don't have a lot to do here. Just playing an Infinite isn't good enough. Let's gonna try and get this over with. Our opponent's making it take forever. But, profusely sweaty range of opponents this morning. If all else fails, we can remand their Infinite and swing for lethal. Man, there's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Thanks, I think. Alright, I think going to the right's ideal, and I think not pulling Ebony Maw is ideal. Jordan No Sheet, thank you for the 59 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. It's a Hellion center angle, yeah? I have no idea if Craven actually gets his buffs here. I don't know. I kind of want to find out, right? Noodles meat wall. Why haven't they merged? Spider-Man bugged it earlier. It had already activated. That's really funny. I honestly can't believe they haven't disabled this location yet. There's so many bugs with it. Like, it's completely unacceptable that this is still in the location pool. Jeff, I'm close to getting Agent Venom, but I don't have Theta. Do you think that deck is strong enough without Theta? I don't think so. Do you have the cards for the Pixie Agent Venom deck? Because if you can play that in the interim, it's fine. But I think Theta is actually more important than Agent Venom in the Bass Spice Rack deck. If I were to make an estimate, I think Theta is more important than Agent Venom in that deck. So if you were to budget one of them, I would get Theta before I got Agent Venom, probably. Three, four, five. Isn't there an Agent Venom gold bundle this month? I have no idea. I don't really keep track of the bundles in advance, but yeah, that's another thing to consider too. If you're looking towards specific older series 4 or 5 cards, check the bundle data mines. Not always 100% accurate, but usually they're pretty close. I was gonna say this is bad for them, but it's neutral if they have War Machine. Just a reminder that data mines are not final and they are definitely subject to change. This should win here, I imagine. We go into here and then back next turn. And then Cannonball and Shang-Chi try and figure out winning one of the others. I think this is the play, right? But if I draw Miles or a Vibranium, I could go 5+1 or Scream plus Shang. Well, Scream plus Shang's probably not very good. It's just so many fucking choices. Is it 2 Shang Braid to Shang Center and then move a bunch of stuff left? I don't think so. Oh fuck! I completely forgot Batroc was gonna jump with Pete. It's a real shame we didn't draw. It's a real shame we didn't draw Miles or a Vibranium, so I couldn't cannonball the center. Too many choices in the prison. Yep. All right, opponent, just gotta do that 4 more times, bud. Have me brick in with a flip. I guess my hand being this bad counts as a brick. 3 dimensions pretty terrible for me too. Right on time, Creepin. Welcome to the party. Quadruple boosters. Bogwell Gem actually doesn't stack, and it doesn't work in Conquest anyways. FYI. They changed it. It does stack now, but it's still broken in Conquest. Okay.
Escaped.
Alright, that's a good start. Taking a Batroc. Can I get a Batroc? No plays on 1 or 2 for them this time. That's good for us. They have their Nightmare, though. I can end up kicking my Silk back into the center here, but I think this is the play. I kill Scream. Yeah, but I don't think that matters. Scream's not really doing anything. I don't really have any other plays here. I think it's the play. They can't play into here. Oh. Excuse me? This was a big crazy nightmare card? Man, that's some RNG. Oh my goodness! Crushed him. Never doubted us for a second, chat. Some of you at home were worried. At no point was I worried. All right, I'm glad that one's done. So I actually really need to use the bathroom. I need to tap an advert. We're gonna see if we can run this infinite ticket all the way down when we return with some more Scream. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Hear me. If you're watching on YouTube and you're enjoying the video, make sure you tap the like button. Doesn't cost you anything. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna run and grab some lunch too. I'm all hungry. 11:30. Stomper is such a large lad in this deck. Yeah, he unironically, I feel like him and Batroc dropped at the end of that season, and they were such powerful additions to the game. Genuinely impressive how frequently Stomper is just double digits for 3 energy in this archetype. Yes, Batroc regularly gets very large too. We got some sauce on the keyboard, chat. Our opponent's a Pokemon. Watch out, world. Ooh, Batroc, not long for this world, turns out. Destroy's probably a matchup where we're happy to have Shang. If they're Killmongering this turn, it doesn't matter. But if they're playing any of their other Destroy cards, rip. This was really good if they had their 3 other Destroy cards. Unfortunately, it's Killmonger.
What a game!
DJ NJ, thank you for the almost 7 years. I appreciate that. Welcome back. All of our 5 drops is just so sad.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
Assume this matchup is bad for us, only Killmonger for our Batroc. But their numbers are just like, even if our Batroc lives, their linear numbers are just better than ours in their average draw, I think. Shang maybe cheeses us some wins, but like this opener's incredible against the non-Killmonger deck, but against the Killmonger, it's just kind of eh. Okay. This is the kind of start we need, though. Sam into Craven, 2 scalars without a Batroc in the mix is really good. All right, if we were ever winning a game against Destroy, it probably starts something like this, huh?
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Lost our Pete 50-50, unfortunately. Killmonger can't get him out of this one, which is nice. Whoo, doggy. That's lovely. Honestly, drawing a Vibranium or two sounds kind of okay. I'm gonna play into the center here to spread my points out, get a scalar in each lane. Where do I want to Polaris? My gut says I want to Polaris the Kraven path. Just to keep making him bigger. It's close though. It could be right to try to guarantee pull Bucky like into the center. Grabbing Bucky here feels like a huge win for us. Was it Hellion left to best play for all three? Yeah, baby. This beats Death in the center. It's short on beating Death on the left, though, right?
Victory.
All right, picking up a 4-cuber there is big. These are some Marvel snap locations for all time, for sure. I think I'm snapping, so I'm gonna fill the white hot room, though.
I definitely need to change my underwear. What a game!
if Silk jumps middle here, I'll be +3 on this, +2 on this is 5. And then she'll be another one. Do we think they can fill the left? They haven't blown up that much stuff. I think I'll take a coin flip to win, otherwise be done. They filled, rip. Ah, we lost every flip anyways. Oh, they were sending Wolverine around the world. That's comical, the amount of flips we lost here. Wait. Oh no, last one's Deadpool, yeah. It's huge. So just to give some high-level thoughts on a stay in a position like this, I think this is a tactically good stay because we're not favored in this matchup. So if I feel I'm like 40-ish% to win the game on the spot here, the match on the spot, that's a good way to stay. If my Silk wins this 50-50 and they don't fill here, we pull this Winter Soldier out and we probably win the game. The people who are like, should we have done nothing on turn 5 to Shang on turn 6? Just Shanging on turn 6 doesn't win here, gamers. You're terminally Shang-brained. Also, I need to play into here on 5, right? Maybe explicitly don't play anything on the left. There's no guarantee that they play cards on the left though, right? Maybe. I'm pretty happy with my choice on turn 6 once we get there. Honestly, I feel like my takeaway from playing this deck is the Shang-Chi kind of felt like shit. Shang-Chi is really a card that you need to not have priority going into turn 6 on, and this deck is really bad at not having priority. Between Kraven and Sam Wilson and Batroc and Hydra Stomper, I think Chad is correct that I could have afforded to just cannonball and do nothing and hope to not have priority. But I think this card should probably be either a Juggernaut or a Luke Cage. A different tech card that explodes, or a Cosmo. Just a different tech card like this. Honestly, after playing this matchup, I know Destroy's not super popular, but this matchup's hard, and Cosmo would protect you against opposing Shangs and Enchantresses in key spots. I think this slot should probably just be a proactive tech card because this deck is good at grabbing and keeping priority. And honestly, with Cannonball and our own numbers that scale, I really didn't feel like I needed this effect, right? Like this deck was regularly in some of its games putting 20+ points worth of power into its locations. Is Movers disadvantage against Destroy? Being able to ruin their play patterns with Spider-Man and Polaris seems good. So that requires very specific setup and isn't guaranteed. Like in the first game, for example, we had a Spider-Man and they just had a Killmonger, right? And one of our scalers dying to Killmonger, and we're just not guaranteed to have priority in order to disrupt them. Like a lot of their things is they build their board early. In order for a Spider-Man or a Polaris to happen, it's kind of assuming you have a Batroc to begin with. Otherwise, they're going to have more numbers than you and have priority in the early game. So I would definitely expect this is not a favorable matchup. Like even when things go absolutely perfectly right, they have. This deck was super fun though. I really like the axis of. I feel like Batroc and Scream complemented each other nicely for us here by virtue of the fact that they're both cards that, like, when you draw them early, you end up in like this super favorable position. And then unironically, Hellions felt really clunky to me every time I played him in a dedicated move deck, but he was kind of sweet in this deck. Like, in addition to the one-sided New York, your opponent has to account for, like, all of your cards being absolutely everywhere all at once. It also lets your Craven get really big and your Hydro Stomper get bigger simultaneously. You play this on 5 and suddenly it's like +6 to your Craven and +3 to here on 2 cards that are already pretty massive. We also had a few times where like Sam Wilson and his shield were together on turn 5, and then we moved both of them with Hellion to get an extra +2 on Sam Wilson on that turn as well, is another thing it could do. And also, and this was neat as well, Hellion letting you cleanly fill his lane makes Spider-Man deterministic where he's jumping to, which also gives you some fine control over playing him on the final turn of the game as well. So I think my takeaway is cut this. I think I'm going to tentatively put... we have a lot of odd reveals. I'm going to tentatively put Juggernaut in there because it's another Scream enabler. I think that would be the change I would make here at the end. A fun set of games. If you're looking for more decks that are sweet to play, I posted a best decks roundup on the Hoaglandia Snap channel. This isn't a Surge deck, right? We already have too many 2s we want early. Yeah, I don't think you're a Surge deck. I think you like you said, I think you want to play either of these or even Silk early. Before we wrap, I'd like to give a sponsored shout out because it's adorable. My children were very, very fun for this. So shout out to Flexispot. I'd like to take a quick second to tell you about one of the longtime sponsors I have here for my content, Flexispot. Not only do they make the chair you see me sitting in every day while I'm making content and my awesome standing desk, but they also make a range of other fantastic stuff for your home. They recently sent me their Flexispot Lotus recliner, and it is a chair that my entire family loves, with a spacious 20.9-inch wide seat with a 9.8-inch armrest on each side. You've got a space that not only you, but kids and pets and anybody else that wants to be involved can sit in, up to a 350-pound weight limit. It's also an incredibly flexible chair from Flexispot, having reclining positions and able to even spin in a 360-degree circle, which is definitely one of my kids' absolutely favorite features about this. Whether they're reading a book or playing a game or watching a show, you'll always see them rocking back and forth and spin it all around with whatever they are looking to do. It also has a fantastic little storage compartment on the left-hand side where you can store a remote so it doesn't get lost, or keep a handy snack for whenever you need that. The Lotus recliner comes in an incredible range of colors. They have linen options in beige, light gray, and orange, as well as PU leather in form of slate blue, creamy ivory, and sunset brown. If you want a fantastic way to support my content while also picking up some fantastic equipment, be sure to check out my link to Flexispot, including this Lotus recliner, in the video description down below. You can also use my code LOTUS30 to get $30 off plus free shipping. One of my favorite mantras is you should always spend your money where you spend your time. We all spend a ton of time in the equipment that we sit in every single day, so let Flexispot help you upgrade some of yours. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Hope you have a wonderful weekend wherever you're at in the world. I think I'm not going to be back live again until Tuesday. We're going to take the kids to an amusement park on Monday if the weather holds out. We're going to take them up to Six Flags. So there'll be regular content on all of the YouTube channels. I've got stuff queued up for both Shadowverse and Marvel Snap, in addition to the best decks roundup that posted late last night. If you're looking for a lot of sweet things, even a Clan deck in there that I think is all right. If you're looking to knock out your weekend missions, you picked her up. Appreciate everybody that was here for our short 4th of July stream. Stay safe out there. If you're going to be around stuff that's blowing up this weekend, make sure you keep all of your digits intact and are handling them with appropriate care. Peace, folks. If you're looking to watch some more Snap on Twitch side today, I'm gonna raid Dubin, or someone that hangs out in the channel on occasion. They're good people. Check them out.